Welcome to this dynamic flow. When you're ready, start at the top of your mat. Take a breath in, send the arms up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold, hands down, knee to nose. Inhale, halfway lift, gaze straight ahead, shoulders back. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale for upward facing dog, lift the shoulders back, chest open. Exhale, push the hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. 5 deep breaths here for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. When you're ready, take a deep breath in and exhale. We're going to come onto the tips of our toes and gaze to the front of the mat. Inhale, step, hop or jump to the front, halfway lift. And exhale, drop it down, forward fold. Breathe in, sweep your arms up, gazes up to where the fingers meet. Maybe take a back bend, and exhale, return the hands back to center. Deeply breathing in, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, diving forward. Breathe in, halfway. Exhale to plank. Chaturanga Dandasana, elbows squeeze in towards the chest as you lower down. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, up dog. And exhale, hips up and back. Nice stretch through the backs of the legs. Stay here for 5 breaths. Just slow down your breath in your downward facing dog. And if at any point you want to take a break, just come down onto your child's pose, bringing the knees and the feet together. Pressing into the palms, gazing towards the tops of the legs, maybe gazing towards the top of the navel. And getting in control of your breath. Tips of the toes, jump to the front of the mat, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, drop it down, plant the hands, knees and nose come to touch. Maybe grabbing the legs, squeezing them in. And when you're ready, make your way back up, all the way back up to standing, arms up to the sky, gaze up. And then hands come into Anjali Mudra, prayer position, and then just rest them by your sides. Take a moment to focus back in on the breath. Make sure that you're in control of it. Take a deep breath in, sweep the arms up, deepen the bend in the knees, send the hips back, Utkatasana, and then forward fold. Send the head and the neck down. Inhale to halfway lift, shoulders back. Exhale to plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale for upward facing dog, shoulders back, chest is open. And exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Come into your warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1, arms up, 45-degree angle in the back foot, and then step back to plank. Chaturanga, make your way, flow your way back into downward facing dog. For your warrior 1, big step forward with one foot, toes pointing towards the front of the mat. Back foot at a 45-degree angle, hips pointing towards the front. Arms are up, gaze is up. Exhale, drop it down, step back to plank. Chaturanga Dandasana, halfway down. Inhale, flatten the feet, open the chest, up dog. And exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Slow down your breath here, we're going to stay here. Our drishti, our gazing point, is either to the tops of the legs or to the navel. Come to your deep Ujjayi Pranayama, that victorious breath. Inhaling. And exhaling. Slow it down. You're in control of your breath. Notice what's happening in the body. We start to slowly make our way back up to the top of our mat. Take a big breath in. Step, hop or jump the feet to the front, halfway lifting and exhaling, dropping the head and the neck down. Inhaling, we come back into Utkatasana, our fierce pose, so deepening the bend in the knees, hips are back. Arms are up, gaze towards where the thumbs meet, and exhale, return the hands by your side. Inhaling, Utkatasana. Exhale, drop it down, forward fold. Breathing into halfway lift up, shoulders draw back. Exhale, jump it back to plank. Chaturanga, lower halfway. Inhale for up dog. And then exhale for down dog. But you don't have to take the vinyasa if you don't want to. You've got the option to skip it and just meet straight back into downward facing dog. We're coming into our Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Big step forward, deep bend in that front leg. Press into the soles of the feet, and then exhale, drop the hand down. Chaturanga. Inhale up, and exhale up and back. Stay with your breath. Inhale, big step forward, pressing into the outer edge of that back foot. Hips are really pointing towards the front. Exhaling, hands come down, step to plank, and flow through. Option to come to child's pose at any time, option to come back and meet in downward facing dog. And we're staying here again, slowing down our breath. You're doing really well. Keep breathing. And just watch how the breath is flowing through your body right now. Just see where the breath enters. Notice any sensations in your body, and then come to the tips of your toes. Step or hop or jump to the front of the mat. Exhale, drop it down. Relax your head and your neck. When you're ready, inhale, Utkatasana. Bend in the knees. Arms are up. Navel squeezes up and in. And exhale, return the hands by your side. Slowing the breath down. One more round. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, drop it down. Uttanasana, forward fold, knee to nose. Inhale, halfway lift, shoulders back, and exhale, step back to plank. Either come straight back to downward dog or flow through your Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale for up dog, and exhale for downward facing dog. Ready for warrior 1, take a big step to the front of the mat. Deepen the bend in that front leg, flatten the back foot at an angle, arms up, hips pointing towards the front of the mat, and then exhale, hands come down, step back to plank, elbows squeeze in as you lower down. Inhale, flatten the feet, draw the shoulders back. Exhale, press the feet into the ground, hips up and back. Other side, big step to the front, deep bend in the knee, press the soles of the feet to the ground, and exhale, release to plank, lower yourself down. Breathe in to come up, and breathe out to send the hips back. Stay here, long breaths, gazing to the top of the navel or to the legs. Work on slowing down your breath. Always the option to come to your balasana, your child's pose, if you would like. Otherwise, stay here, pressing into the palms. Imagine like you're really trying to pull your head through. And then slowly come to the tips of the toes. Make your way to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, drop it down. Coming into an Utkatasana chair pose. Arms up, hips back, bend in the knees, squeezing core. And exhale, release the hands by your sides. Good. Bring the hands onto the hips. Step the feet hip width apart. Arms go back up. Exhale, drop it down. We're going to grab hold of our big toes by creating a loop with the first 2 fingers and the thumb. Elbows draw out to the side. Drop the head down. Use your breath here. So as you inhale, you want to grow, elongate through the spine. As you exhale, see if you can bring the head even further down. Gazing towards your nose, Nasagra Drishti. Little bend in the knees if you need to. Breathing deeply here. Inhale, come up slightly. Exhale here. And then slide the hands underneath the feet for our gorilla pose, Padahastasana. Inhale to lift, exhale to drop it down. Legs stay exactly where they are. It's just a slight variation. Just getting a little bit deeper into the backs of the legs, stretching through the torso and through the back. Make sure you're really relaxing your head and your neck down. Come back to your breath. Good, stay here. Slowly inhale, lift up. Exhale, slide the hands from underneath the feet, place them on the hips for a flat back and make your way all the way up to standing, jumping the feet together, returning the hands either side of the body. Big step back, coming into Trikonasana, our triangle pose. So one foot points towards the front, other one's at an angle, and then reach the left hips towards the back, right hand comes down. Maybe grabbing hold of the big toe, and that left arm extends up towards the ceiling. Create an opening and a rotation and an elongation through the torso. So lifting up and out, pulling up and out of the body. Embrace any wobbles you might feel, and to balance them, come to your breath. And to balance them, you can also squeeze your core up and in. Inhale to come up, exhale, switch the side. This time the right hips are pushing back towards the ground, towards the back of the room. And we're lifting up and out, creating length through the sides of the torso. Make sure your feet are pressing into the ground. That back foot is at a slight angle, front foot points towards the front of the mat. Breathing deeply, inhale to come up. And exhale, switching the sides, Parivrita Trikonasana. Bring the opposite hand up and then place it down so you're coming into a twisted triangle pose. Legs are in the same position, it's just the arms that have twisted over. Really active through both of the hands. Breathing, still focusing on lifting up and out. Squeezing your navel up and in. And inhale, slowly make your way back up. Switch the sides. Sweep the arm up. Bring it all the way down. And with this, it's really nice to use blocks or props. So if you do need to place a block down and pop your hand on top of the block, then that's a nice way if you are struggling to get all the way down towards the earth. Work on that rotation, lifting that arm up. Legs are staying nice and strong. Breathing in, coming back, and exhaling, stepping the feet top of the mat, hands in prayer, and then bring them by your sides. Take an inhale for me. Big wide step out, exhale. Into your Uttita Parshvakonasana, your extended wide angle. So a really nice wide stance here. That left arm's coming up and over, so you're kind of making a straight line from the back leg all the way to the top hand. The door is slightly in the way here for me, so you've got a little bend going on, but try and get it as straight as you possibly can and maintain the breath. Pressing the feet firmly into the ground and inhaling slowly, make your way all the way up. And on the exhale, we switch the sides, exactly the same thing. Deepen bend in the front knee. Lift the arm up and over. Press into the outer edge of that foot that's at a slight angle. And you can gaze straight ahead of you, or you can gaze up towards the middle finger of that top hand that's lifted up. Take a big breath in, make your way up, and then exhale. We're coming all the way back. This time we're doing Parivrita Parshvakonasana. So again, just revolved, extended side angle. So it's just got a twist. Revolving our body and our chest over. Twisting poses are incredible for our digestive system, for aiding our gut health. So opening it up or keeping it in your prayer position. Whatever works best for you, play around with it. Make sure the feet are really nice and grounded, and then take an inhale. When you're ready, come all the way back up. Exhale, change the side, twisting, bringing that elbow over, creating Anjali Mudra, hands in prayer position, and really working always on keeping the chest nice and proud and open. So that top shoulder might want to dive down. We want to keep it open, lifting up. Breathing deeply. Inhale, come up. Exhale, feet top of the mat. Come back to your breath. Make your way down, flat on your back. So take your time here to slow down your breath, to bring the arms either side of the body, to turn the palms to face up towards the sky, to get any wriggles and shakes and movement that you need to out of your system, and then come into a place of complete stillness, into your Shavasana, your corpse pose. So after a dynamic flow like that, you may notice your heart rate is elevated. You might notice and feel the sensations of the energy moving through the body. So just be aware of how you feel. Forget about whether you could or couldn't do any postures in the practice, and really just focus on how your body and how your mind is feeling right now. And I'm just going to leave you for a few moments in your Shavasana just to Allow the heart rate to lower, allow the breath to settle, and allow yourself to ground down a little bit deeper. Okay, when you're ready, start deepening your breath. Bring some gentle movements back into the body. Knees can come in towards the chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. Roll from side to side and then make your way over to your preferred side. Come up to a seated position. Take your time. There's no rush. Place your hands on top of your chest and take a moment to check in. Ask yourself how you feel. And when you're ready, blink your eyes open.